Alright, evening guys. So, I've messed up. I'll go into that in a minute. Just out for a walk with the pooch. I got the puppy with us. Luna's had her second jab back end of last week. So vet said we can start taking her out for small walks from next week. So from next week, instead of seeing us with Molly, my older dog, will be Mrs. will have one and I'll have the other. Maybe he's taking Luna for a shorter walk just around the block. But yeah, anyway, messes up. So if you remember, I did a video last week just saying food noise had come back, feeling hungry for the first time, and obviously I really felt like 2.5 had just stopped working for us. Or a lot of the knowledgeable guys in the Mounjaro world on TikTok basically queried me calorie intake, what am I doing, and I never put too much thought into it, to be fair. I think I checked on MyFitnessPal, they said about 1800 calories just to basically to exist, kind of stay as I am. So I just thought, no scientific reason, I just thought, alright, I'll go with 1500, that's a 300 calorie deficit a day, that should see us lose a bit of steady weight. A lot of people pointing out that's probably not enough. So as I say, a number of people mentioned the TDEE app, which is important that you update your stats on that as you go. So just because it tells you a certain calorie amount at your current weight, if you then lose a stone, you need to obviously update it and it'll give you a more accurate forecast of your requirements, again based depended on your activity levels. So anyway, I did that. TDE reckons my current stats should be on about just under 2,500 calories a day. I think it's about 2,400, 2,390 to be exact. So I thought, right, well that's a big old jump from 1,500 a day, which I was probably just about hitting most days. So I thought let's aim for 1,800 this week, and we'll see how I feel. Again, as I've documented in videos, on 1,800 calories this week, I've been feeling really, really good. Suppression's there, I'm not getting food noise, I'm not feeling hungry. So, lesson to everyone, up your calories if you're struggling. As long as you're eating, I think, the right calories, not making up your calories through a McDonald's and crisps and chocolate. If you're kind of just trying to increase your your healthy fats, meats, proteins, it's certainly worked for me. So the mess up that I've made is, obviously over the Christmas New Year period, I was kind of stressing about what pen to get. As I was feeling, I think it was Thursday last week, I thought, right, yeah, 2.5's done, it's not working, I need to jump up. Loads of people pointed out, don't run through, kind of stick with your dose as long as you can, and at that point in time, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I felt like 2.5 wasn't working. It was obviously a bad time of the year, Christmas, New Year, loads of temptation, and so what have I done? Messed up, and I've went and ordered the 5 pen. It's been sat in my fridge for over a week. I was also panicking with it being the New Year, Christmas, that a lot of people were going to be joining the Mounjaro community. Maybe stock might dwindle, deliveries might take a bit longer. So as I say, I panicked and I got mine that Christmas New Year week, when I still had about 2 weeks left on the pen. So I've had the 5 sitting in the fridge waiting to be used. As to what dosage, that's what I was humming and hawing about. That's going to be on Monday, which is my next weigh-in. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck with a 5 meg pen when, hand on heart, I think 2.5, I reckon it would have been worth now. I would say had I not had the 5, I would have probably just got another 2.5. So I'm kind of kicking myself a bit for that, but you know what, we learn, we move on. I'm thinking of options, so obviously I've got me the golden dose that I've never used before, but obviously that will get me a 5th week off the current pen. That's an option that I'm now considering, that I definitely wasn't before. I've got the option of 3.25, which is obviously going to keep me close at the 2.5, which is working. So maybe I do 2.5, and then towards the back end of the week, top that up to 3.75. Maybe I just go straight in for the 5, but then I'm risking making myself feel ill. Do I even need the 5 yet? So yeah, messed up guys. So if you're watching this video feeling like, you know, the effects aren't working, the food noises maybe coming back, or you're feeling hungry, don't do what I did, don't be dumb, and just order the next pen. Look at your calories, and if you're hitting the calories that you need to hit, and there's a scientific approach behind it, not kind of just guesswork, which is what mine was, then yeah, you probably need to move up. If you're not at that stage, just look at increasing your calories, because honestly, the difference, having that extra 300 calories a day, for me, it's ridiculous. That's like, do you know what I mean? That's like another meal really a day, but it's maybe spread over snacks or something like that. So yeah, kind of kicking myself. I've got the 5 pence, I'm stuck with it now. One thought I've just had there, do I just leave the 5 in the fridge unopened and then just waste another, whatever it is, 130 quid on another 2.5? If in 2 weeks 2.5 runs out, I've got the 5 pence sat there. So yeah, give myself options, too many options, kicking myself a little bit. But yeah, like I say, we're on a journey, we'll learn, we'll move on. I'll pass this experience and issue that I'm currently facing, I'll pass that on to others when they're asking me the questions. And that's what it's all about, innit? Learning on the journey. So, nearly done with my walk, so I'll let you go. Have a good evening, guys. Take it easy. See you later. Bye.